Hey guys, this is John with the Alpha Channel Update here in Los Angeles for Friday, August 2nd, 2024. And our updates are sponsored by these two novels, Legacy of a Mad Scientist and The Legend of Ashley Fox, featuring Ashley Fox, a kung fu superstar who has to fight against government agents and serial killers in the future of Los Angeles. They will also have a comic book. We also have a comic book. Ashley Fox Last Valkyrie, here in the description, free PDF. This is what's sponsoring our episode today. So that's really kind of the way this is working. And they are sponsoring a close look at Zero, the series Zero from Image Comics. We're on issue number 8. And I like the cover, I like the digital camouflage. I like the story behind digital camouflage. I guess the Army spent 15 years and like $3.8 billion to come up with their version. And the Marines spent like 20 grand. And what the Marines did is they went to Home Depot and asked for the most purchased earth tones. And that's what they made their digital camouflage out of, because it was the easiest to get and the cheapest. And theirs is better. Ours, I should say ours, being a former Marine. So this is the episode where they chase down Sarah Cook, who is Z-Sec's handler. Z-Sec is Edward Zero's handler. In the very beginning here, she's running through a forest. I really like this artist. I don't know that Jordi Belair, who I think is the colorist, is doing her justice. I guess Image Comics figured if they had the same colorist, that would be enough, the same colors and the same writer, that the series would have enough coherence to stay together. The problem with this episode is we don't care about any of these people, and we've seen this before. I saw La Femme Nikita, I saw the French one, I saw The Point of No Return, I saw the one with the blonde girl, Natasha, whatever her name was, if it's even Natasha. I saw the one with Maggie Q. This is just, a girl getting chased by bad guys. It's not, okay, it's storyboarded all right, but it's storyboarded for television. It's not comic book storyboarded. I haven't seen one camera angle can't. Maybe we've seen camera angles that's something unique, but this top one up here with the car is the closest you get to a unique angle. There is a panel in here that I was impressed with, and I do like the way this person draws her face. Oh, here we go. This panel is awesome. Down here at the bottom, look at how great this panel is. I was complaining about some of the other ones for poor lighting, but look at how this, and so there's this scratches coming down over the girl who's all lit up because she's reading, and she's lit up because her light is on. That panel I feel like got the most attention, which probably didn't deserve it. Here's where we are. Sarah Cook is visiting. I feel like her name has changed in its spelling too, although it probably hasn't. Visiting this guy who says, hey, by the way, we have to kill you now, nothing personal. And she's like, oh yeah, okay, well, so my sniper is going to shoot your sniper. And my sniper's going to shoot your sniper first. And her sniper does, but this guy has more guns. And then we get this, which is supposed to be... This is the equivalent of a shaky camera bit in television, where they do it for a fight scene to cover up the fact that the actors can't fight and that they're fucking hungover from being out partying last night. So you don't want to see this in comics. I don't know who... Okay, this is good. We see what's going on, but they cut before they show the outcome, so the audience is left hanging. And this guy up here, new player, has entered the match. He's not the guy in the short sleeves at the beginning who threatened her life. That guy was blonde. And then this is someone being shot, and I suppose the middle panel is like when the bullet goes through the ballistic gel. If you've ever watched the ballistics tests on like YouTube and stuff, when the bullets hit ballistic gel, it's pretty crazy. So this is them looking for her. You won't escape. We're trained. And then one of them says, she's not running away. She's circling us. There's kind of a line from Gray too. One of the mechs said, "Gray, you won't escape that way." I'm not escaping, I'm doubling back. If you've ever seen, I've seen this in real life, you can watch, I watch a lot of videos for artistic reference because I'm lazy, because my brain is wired that way. I like videos. And some Russian couples own panthers, like black panthers. And a black panther will run and jump in the air and do a wall plant to continue their attack. Like this one panther lives with a Rottweiler. And they do that naturally. They do that on their own. And when you see them do it in a house, it's hilarious. But seeing them do it in the jungle, and you know that this panther was bottle fed, right? Like, it knows how to do that because it knows how to do that. The same way a leopard can carry a gazelle up into a tree. I saw one video where a leopard and a lion were fighting in a tree over a deer. Nature is amazing. Go to nature for inspiration. That's Alpha Channel Ideal number 5. Number 4 is virtues is values. Number 3 is make money or make art with no money. Number 2 is love the making of the art. One thing I did read, Ethan Van Sciver was mentioning colorists change scenes, they change color palettes when you change a scene so the audience knows it's a visual cue. And that happens in real life, but really what happens is it's lit differently in a television set for the same reason. I don't like it when they don't have different color highlights and shadows. There's a Day One song Batman board that I'm looking at. And it's a really popular one, so it's very cheap, but they did really good highlights and shadows. They did like orange highlights with neon blue, teal shadows, and then you have Batman, the undercolor. And there's no cross-hatching or anything for the lighting. So here she's just unhappy. Basically what happens is this guy comes and says, "I could kill you, but I don't want, I just want out." So like another Born Identity guy's had it. And the problem with this comic is we don't care about her. I don't care if she got shot. I'm just reading it for the comic. I'm reading it to read and see how Image does it. I think Image has been the biggest letdown in comics. And when Image happened was really kind of my breakup with, I can't say it was my breakup with comics. I think I kept buying comics for a decade, but mostly independent comics. I never collected any specific title. I was burnt out on Conan before too long. We do have a Wildwood Tarot card for today, which is really good. I read all the Conan books. I read all the, I read The Killer, that new movie, those comics. They were okay. Right now I'm on like book 25, 24 of Warhammer. I am definitely a fiction addict. Oh, this is what is this? The 8 of Bows Respect. Is it the 8? 9 of Bows Respect. It's this grizzled old homeless guy, but dude, they'll stab you. Don't fucking disrespect the homeless. You will be in a fight in a minute, because they got nothing to lose. Don't disrespect someone who has nothing to lose. That alone, that they haven't committed suicide, think about all they've lost and they haven't fucking offed themselves. So, I don't know, do I have anything I want to talk about? Direct action versus influence, okay? Right now, we are in the influence stage of a cold civil war here in America. Trump calling out Kamala Harris about her race, kind of handed her the election. She's now really circling this guy, Josh Shapiro. At least the media is pushing this guy, Josh Shapiro, as her running mate. He's only like an inch taller than her, or like they're the same height. So she doesn't have to say anything. She can be a bumbling idiot. The less she says, the better off she is. The less substance she has, the more veneer she is, nothing will stick. And Trump is gonna, he had this great advantage. I want Trump to win. Trump would definitely be the best thing for me. Although I'm kind of an accelerationist. If Hillary had won, we'd have been here way back when Trump, instead of having Trump's 4 years. We would be where we are right now. With the whole world wars, COVID wouldn't have happened, and we'd be where we are right now. This was their plan all along. Ukraine and Israel and Gaza and blah, blah, blah. Think about that. They had to have Trump and then Biden's almost full term to get to where, that's like 8 years. It totally delayed them. They're pissed, They're bringing all this. They want, you know, I mean, even Elon's on board with the whole brain chip thing. Can't trust that guy. So I don't trust Trump either, but I can't say don't vote. I mean, status quo right now is better than world without rule of law. I will admit that. I am pro-violence, but I'm not pro-cleanup, right? Like, I don't know anything about medicine. That was one of the most important things. The medical guys were literally right next to our unit when I was in the Marine Corps. It was us and the corpsmen. And so, like, that's, I think it's a line in one of those Steven Seagal movies. If you want to be great, learn how to heal people. Don't learn how to hurt people. So Jesus could do that, but I sure as fuck ain't Jesus. I'm like the guy who can hurt you with the, you know, just words. It's just the truth. And so direct action or influence, right? What do you want? America has law. Well, you can't say it's just been influence because direct action, these people believe in assassination. Rise up and kill first is their favorite thing. They have a book called Rise and Kill First about assassinating people who oppose them. Been lots of assassinations lately. People crashing in planes, people getting shot, people having their buildings blown up, people being shot at. Kennedy, the USS Liberty, this is an assassination. All that's still going on. These people are... See, here's the thing. When they have a secret empire, and you're not allowed to talk to them because they're the world's biggest victims, that's one thing. But when they're open tyrants, now everything they did to get there is going to be used against them. And now the joker, the jester, the person who won't shut up, the person who won't be quiet, the Kanye West in the group is just keeps saying the Jews did it, the Jews did it, the Jews did it. That is going to be their biggest Achilles heel, their biggest Achilles tendon, as Ricky from Trailer Park Boys might say. So yeah, Sic Semper Tyrannis. Say no to tyrants, you know. Just say no to Jews. Just say no. Just say no. Just say no. They can't do anything about it, you know. Read comics. Oh, I mentioned I read The Killer. In this one, at the end, they mention this bit. I guess there's someone up above Sarah Cook named McGowan or McGowan. Doesn't really matter. It's a reference to Patrick McGowan of The Prisoner. You should check out The Prisoner, but you should also check out the show that he did right before that, Secret Agent, man, where he's kind of a TV James Bond for the 50s. There's some interesting episodes. I read all the James Bond books. You know the most clever bit of kit that James Bond had was when he took his Omega watch off his left wrist and used it as a pair of brass knuckles to knock out a guard. Like he didn't have secret laser guns or gas briefcases and all that kind of nonsense. He just, you know, he was intuitive. So, at least in the books. So yeah, so influence, but we're gonna get war. There's no way around it. We can't. The campaign is going to be a race to unity, a race to sincerity, right? It's going to be a race to sincerity. If what's-her-name can be sincere but say nothing of value, that might be enough for them to steal. So all they have to do is steal the election. All they have to do is create the appearance that they stole the election, the appearance of competency. They don't have to really be competent. And Trump doesn't get that. So it's a race to sincerity. And if he remains insincere and remains, you know, a bully, that will be enough of an appearance that he lost. Look, I'm beginning to think there's no legitimate authority at all, going all the way back to like 2nd and 3rd grade. Do you think, like, all that stuff that you went through in childhood, you think that wasn't rigged for the teachers to get the outcome they wanted? I certainly don't think so now. I can't recall any incidents from my childhood because that would be petty and vindictive and I don't even fucking remember any of that shit. But I guarantee you, I heard about this thing that happened in this Lego town. All the kids had recess, right? And some kids who had started a couple weeks early because of like summer school or some shit, maybe this is true, maybe this isn't, they had started a Lego town. And when regular school picked up, they continued it. And some kids wanted in, or maybe this started, you know, they started it on their own, or maybe they started during a rainy season or something, and when the rest of the kids went outside to play soccer, they stayed in to build Lego Town. And it got so big that the other kids got jealous, and the bullies got jealous, and the bullies were minorities, and the minority bullies expressed their envy of what these these white kids had built. And so they got their first taste of white privilege when the teachers took away the Legos. Y'all can't help yourselves. Your ratchet only turns one way. So I'm an accelerationist. I say vote for Trump, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think they're going to steal the election. I think let them have it. Let them have it. Let's see if they can't drive this ocean liner right into the fucking dock. Right into the jetty. It's going to be great. Know your way to the life rafts. Be ready to go in 30 seconds at any given moment. You know what I mean? Keep plenty of water and whatever on hand. Really, all you need is bullets, and you need to know how to use your weapons. But these are exciting times, my friends. Exciting times. See you tomorrow.